Hey guys, it's Putty for Rustafied here with a quick summary of what's coming into Rust this month. Nighttime might have just gotten a little bit better for those of you who prefer to stay out of the cover of darkness. The team has added in a new pair of night vision goggles. The night vision goggles amplify infrared light, illuminating nearby objects which would otherwise be invisible. So you'll likely be using this new gadget for close proximity, as it does little to shed light on distant details of your surrounding. Once they are equipped, you can toggle them on and off using the F key, but don't expect to be using them all night long. The goggles can only be used for 15 minutes on a full charge and can be refilled at a level 2 or level 3 workbench. But each time you recharge them, the maximum capacity of the battery will come down. Currently, there's also a few disadvantages to wearing these goggles. Right now, there is light spill on the player that is wearing them, as you can see on screen. Also, you cannot wear any other form of headgear with the goggles. This allows for other players to take advantage of the glowing dots on your head for easy headshots. The goggles are not a default blueprint, but can currently be researched for 125 scrap. Monuments have received some shifts and balances to progression as shortcuts and bypasses on the monuments have been patched. Here's a breakdown of some of the larger changes that you'll be finding at the monuments. Hackable crates at the oil rig are now spawning behind the red keycard doors, but this won't be the only place that you can find the hackable crate on the map. The CH-47 will now drop the hackable crates at different landmarks around the map. More SAM sites have been added to the launch site. The windows of the green card rooms at Harbor have been covered. A extra sentry gun has been added to cover a dead spot near the recycler at the compound. The blue keycard room at the water treatment has been blocked by sheet metal, and the team is also working on a plan to update the dome as well. Building privilege is more important than ever with this update when it comes to certain deployable objects like solar panels, chairs, large furnaces, water barrels, and sprinklers all will lose their condition faster if placed outside of the building privilege. So make sure you're placing your valuable items within the tool cupboard's range to protect them from this added decay. A new form of heating your base has been added into the game. The electric heater will use electricity to produce warmth in a nearby radius. The heater can only be mounted to walls and provides about 50% comfort. This should help aid players that choose to live in the winter biome by adding another form of heat for them to use. New additions have been made to the Farming 2.0 system that was introduced last update. Sprinklers are now more efficient and growth/yield genes are more effective. This should make it overall easier to grow plants. The water jug has also received some love. It will now hold up to 5,000 milliliters instead of 4,000 milliliters. And finally, 3 new helpful items were added. First off, the water pump. As the name suggests, the water pump will pump water from oceans, lakes, and rivers to all your water devices. All you have to do is place it in shallow water, hook it up, and provide it with power. Now, what if your water supply is a little bit salty? Well, you're in luck. The team has provided a new addition, the Power Water Purifier. This device, when powered, will automatically turn salt water into fresh water. The current output and input of this device is 500 milliliters. And lastly, with all these new water devices around, you might need a better way of connecting all your series of tubes. Well, that's where the new fluid combiner comes into play. This device will take multiple different fluid lines and combine them into one single output. Some smaller things you'll be noticing: there's a nifty new splash screen after you load up the game. The minicopter's decay time has been increased from 180 minutes to 140 minutes. The media creators of Rust will be happy as there's been some introductions of new quality of life changes to the cinematic tools. And finally, a new item has been added to the game but hasn't been fully implemented yet. You can currently only see it under the admin menu, and it goes by the name of a smart alarm. But where things start to get interesting is when you look at its description. It seems like when this alarm is set off, it will send a notification to your phone through an app. Unfortunately, we don't know when this will be implemented, but make sure you keep an eye on the dev blog to see if there's any more information on this new item. This has been a summary of all the significant changes coming into Rust this month. I'm Putty, and thanks for watching. If you want to know more about this update or any other update, subscribe to the channel or head on over to Rustafied.com, and don't forget to check us out on the Rustafied official servers.